Hello children, today we will study about viscosity. You have already studied about friction in case of solid. So as friction plays a role in case of solid, similarly in case of liquid or fluid, the viscosity plays the same role. What do you mean by friction? You know that it is the force which opposes the motion. Similarly, in viscosity also there is a force exert which opposes the motion of the fluid or motion of the liquid. So let us understand what is that force. Suppose this is the surface. Okay. The layer of the fluid or liquid which is in contact, or you can say which overlap this surface. The layer which is in contact with this surface has low velocity and the friction will be more. As the distance increases from the surface, these are the layers of the liquid. You know that this most type of flow is known as streamline flow. And if water is flowing, if liquid is flowing, you know that it is due to the pressure. प्रेशर अप्लाई होता है जिसकी वजह से लिक्विड क्या होता है, फ्लो होता है, और फ्लो होने के साथ उसको क्या मिलती है, वेलोसिटी गेन करता है, दैट इज द काइनेटिक एनर्जी. So the layer which is in contact with the surface, it has low velocity or less velocity, and as it increases the velocity will go on increasing. Suppose here the velocity is v1 and here the velocity increases from v1 to v2, changes from v1 to v2, and this gap we call it the change in velocity, suppose small v. In some books you will find delta v also. So do not get confused. We can use the symbol v, but you should be sure that here v is not only velocity, it is the change in velocity. And this gap, this distance, suppose this distance is L. यानी L distance cover करने में जितनी velocity change हो रही है, that is V. Okay, and the force which is force of reaction which is acting between the layers of the liquid, I have already told you it is the frictional force. Okay, in case of liquid, and frictional force is opposite to the direction of the motion. तो प्रेशर इधर से अप्लाई हो रहा है, इसके अंदर जो लेयर्स में ऑपोजिशन फोर्स है वो ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में लग रहा है, तो इसको हम बोलते हैं दिस चेंज इन वेलोसिटी विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द डिस्टेंस, वी कॉल इट वेलोसिटी gradient, change in velocity with respect to the length. ठीक, कहीं पे आप देखोगे इसको नेगेटिव साइन के साथ शो किया गया है, कहीं पे आप देखोगे इसको साइन यूज नहीं किया गया है. नेगेटिव साइन इज जनरली यूज्ड विच शोज दैट द डायरेक्ट इट इज अ ऑपोजिंग फोर्स, और यू कैन से इट इज ऑपोजिट टू द डायरेक्शन ऑफ मोशन. तो इसके लेयर्स के बीच में जो लिक्विड का फ्लो है, इन लेयर्स के पास वेलोसिटी आई कैसे? It is due to this force per unit area, that is pressure. So we can say this force per unit area is proportional to velocity gradient with negative sign. Negative sign shows the directions are opposite. So F upon A, on removing this proportionality sign, let us put one constant, that is eta. This constant is known as, here eta is coefficient of viscosity. सपोज दिस इज एक्सप्रेशन ए. ठीक. वेलोसिटी कब आई? जब फोर्स पर यूनिट अप्लाई किया गया, एंड दैट इज प्रेशर. दैट इज वाई F upon A proportional to minus V upon L. This minus sign is showing that directions are opposite. It is an opposing force. Okay, so F upon L, on removing this proportionality sign, we have put one constant, and this constant is known as eta and known as coefficient of viscosity. So firstly, let us write what is viscosity. That is definition. So when there is relative motion between the layers of liquid, a force of reaction develops to oppose applied force. ठीक. यहां पे लेयर्स के बीच में एक रिएक्शन फोर्स डेवलप होगा जो इस अप्लाइड फोर्स को अपोज करेगा, विच इज क्रिएटिंग velocity known as viscous ड्रैग. ठीक. इसी लिक्विड, ये लिक्विड अगर वाटर है तो आप देखते हो वाटर इजिली स्प्रेड हो जाता है. ठीक. इफ द डेंसिटी इंक्रीजेस, सपोज द लिक्विड इज हनी, ओके, सो उसमें क्या होगा? इट विल टेक सम टाइम टू spread, so viscous force or viscous drag will be more. So this opposing force or force of reaction is known as viscous drag. Now what is the direction of this viscous drag? इसकी डायरेक्शन किधर है? जैसे आपका लिक्विड फ्लो हो रहा है जिस डायरेक्शन में, ये उसी पे ही लग रहा है. इट मीन्स वी कॉल इट tangential, but they are opposite to each other. So it is not perpendicular, but it is tangential. Viscous drags, or you can write direction of viscous drag is tangential to the layer, and this property of liquid or fluid to develop viscous drag is known as viscosity. Okay. Now next term is coefficient of viscosity. If you see from expression A, F upon A is equals to minus eta V upon L, or we can write it as eta is equal to F upon A upon V upon L. Okay, with minus sign. Okay. Now see here, how can we define eta? If area is 1 unit, area is equal to 1 unit, and this V by L, that is velocity gradient, it is also equal to 1. Now see what will be its unit. V is meter per second and L is in meter. Meter cancel. So it will be what? Second to the power minus 1. Okay. So if area is 1 unit and velocity gradient is also 1 unit, then in that case, eta is equal to, if we neglect negative sign, then eta is equal to force, that is F. So how can we define eta? That coefficient of viscosity is equal to the force applied per unit area. Okay, when which creates or which develops the velocity gradient of 1 per second. Okay, so we can write the definition here now. Coefficient of viscosity is equal to the force applied per unit area, which creates velocity gradient of 1 per second. Unit of eta, see from here, eta is equals to F upon A upon V upon L, if we neglect negative sign here. F upon A means Newton per meter square, and the value of unit of V upon L we have already calculated, it is per second, second to the power minus 1. So unit of eta will be equal to Newton per meter square into second. This is unit of coefficient of viscosity. With the help of unit, we can also write its dimension. See here, Newton. Newton means M, L. Newton means F is equals to M into A. M means kg, mass. A means meter per second square, that is LT minus 2. Then per meter square, L minus 2, and second, that is T to the power 1. So from here, L1 minus 2 minus 1 minus 2 plus 1. Okay, so dimension will be ml minus 1 t minus 1. So this is about the coefficient of viscosity. Now, you have studied about viscous drag, that is the force of reaction which exerts opposite to the direction of the applied force. Now, what will be the value of this viscous drag? If you want to calculate the value of viscous force, तो उसकी वैल्यू आप कैलकुलेट कैसे करेंगे? तो सबसे पहले इसकी स्टडी की थी जिस साइंटिस्ट ने, उन साइंटिस्ट का नाम था स्टोक. And he has given the value of the expression for viscous force. ठीक? And the law is known as Stokes' law. Okay? So according to Stokes' law, force on a small spherical body moving in a fluid or liquid is F is equal to 6 eta 6 pi eta r into V. This is the value of viscous force. Here F is viscous force, R is radius of sphere. इसको समझिए. Suppose there is a container. ठीक, इसमें एक स्फेरिकल बॉल है. ठीक, इस लिक्विड में ये स्फेरिकल बॉल क्या है, गिर रही है, यानी फ्री फॉल है. तो कुछ टाइम बाद जब ये फ्री फॉल है तो ये नीचे की तरफ जा रही है, इसकी वेलोसिटी बढ़ती जाएगी. ठीक, एंड इट इज फॉलिंग अंडर ग्रेविटी. तो ये यहाँ पे पहुंची, फिर ये यहाँ पे पहुंचेगी. जब ये बॉल नीचे की तरफ जा रही है, इट इज फॉलिंग अंडर ग्रेविटी, वेलोसिटी इज इंक्रीजिंग. तो यहाँ पे जो लिक्विड के पार्टिकल्स होंगे, जो मॉलिक्यूल्स होंगे, वो क्या कोशिश करेंगे, इसको ट्रैप करने की कोशिश करेंगे, यानी इसको रोकने की कोशिश करेंगे. ठीक, तो ये भी उनके साथ क्या करेगी, ट्रैप करने की कोशिश करेगी, यानी एक तरीके का अट्रैक्शन फोर्स उसमें लगेगा. तो एक टाइम ऐसा आएगा कि भाई जो वेलोसिटी इस ऑब्जेक्ट की है, इस बॉडी की है, वो फ्री फॉल के समय कंटिन्यूअसली इंक्रीज कर रही है, जिसकी वजह से जो ऑपोजिंग फोर्स होगा, दैट इज द विस्कस फोर्स, वो भी आपका इंक्रीज करेगा. एंड व्हेन द विस्कस फोर्स विल इंक्रीज, एक टाइम ऐसा आएगा when the velocity will stop increasing. What does it mean? कि velocity आपकी यूनिफॉर्म हो गई, यानी आपका वहां पे एक्सेलरेशन वर्क नहीं कर रहा है, वेलोसिटी यूनिफॉर्म हो गई. नाउ वेलोसिटी इज नॉट चेंजिंग. ओके, यहाँ पे एक्सेलरेशन आपका गायब हो गया, टर्मिनेट हो गया, एंड दिस वेलोसिटी इज नोन एज टर्मिनल वेलोसिटी. जब आपकी वेलोसिटी यूनिफॉर्म हो जा रही है, बढ़ना बंद हो जा रही है, then at that time we call it terminal velocity. Okay, in next topic or we will calculate the value of terminal velocity also. So आपने पढ़ा कि सॉलिड में जो रोल फ्रिक्शन प्ले करता है, फ्लूइड में वो रोल विस्कोसिटी प्ले कर रही है. बट दोनों में एक डिफरेंस होता है. सिमिलैरिटी तो ये है कि दोनों ही अपोजिंग फोर्स हैं, बट व्हाट इज द डिससिमिलैरिटी, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस? आप देखते हो कि कोई ऑब्जेक्ट जो है, कोई कार है, अगर वो 20 मीटर पर सेकेंड की स्पीड से जा रही है या 40 मीटर पर सेकेंड की स्पीड से जा रही है, दोनों ही केस में जो फ्रिक्शन होगा दैट विल बी सेम. इट इज नॉट अफेक्टेड बाय द वेलोसिटी. बट हियर इफ यू सी द वैल्यू ऑफ विस्कस फोर्स, ये जो विस्कस फोर्स की वैल्यू है दैट इज द फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स इन केस ऑफ लिक्विड, ये वेलोसिटी पर डिपेंड कर रही है. It means it is affected by velocity, but the frictional force is not affected by velocity in case of solid. So if you want to note it down, you can write it in note, that is the similarity both friction and viscous force opposes the relative motion. And what is the dissimilarity? The dissimilarity is frictional force or friction is not affected by velocity, but viscous force depends on velocity. It can be asked in 1 mark question. Okay. Now moving ahead, we will study about terminal velocity. Okay. Suppose there is a container. Okay. And there is a body, spherical body. It is falling freely in this container. Okay. When it is falling freely inside this container, two forces are acting on it. One force in downward direction and one force in upward direction. Okay. The force which act in downward direction is the weight of this spherical ball, that is equal to mg. Okay. And two forces will act in upward direction. Okay. And what will be those two forces? Those two forces will be what? The buoyant force and viscous force. Okay. Let there is a spherical body of mass m density rho falling in a container filled with liquid of density sigma under gravity. Okay. Under the action of terminal velocity, that is v within suffix t, following forces will act. ठीक, अभी हम टर्मिनल वेलोसिटी की डेफिनेशन भी लिखेंगे. तो टर्मिनल वेलोसिटी, आई थिंक द टर्म इज क्लियर कि under an applied force the velocity of a body keep on increasing. Okay, and due to this increase in velocity the viscous force also increase, but a time come when both the forces become equal. Okay, both the forces become equal, and at that time the velocity will not increase, will stop increasing, and it becomes uniform. और जब वो वेलोसिटी यूनिफॉर्म हो जाती है तो एक्सेलरेशन उसका टर्मिनेट हो जाता है. यू हैव ऑलरेडी स्टडीड कि वेलोसिटी इज यूनिफॉर्म, वेलोसिटी इज नॉट चेंजिंग, इट मीन्स एक्सेलरेशन इज zero, and that velocity is known as terminal velocity. So under the action of terminal velocity following force will act, and what are those forces? First is downward force. This is equal to m into g, and you know that what is mass? Mass is density is equals to mass upon volume. So mass is equal to density into volume. So suppose volume is V, density of a spherical ball is rho, and this is equal to G. Suppose expression 1. Upward force is equal to buoyant force plus viscous force. Buoyant force is V sigma, that is the density of a liquid, G plus this is 6 pi eta r V. Okay, and the time comes when downward force is equal to upward force. Okay, under the action of terminal velocity. So from 1 and 2, downward force. So upward is V sigma G plus 6 pi eta RV is equal to V rho g. And now here this V is Vt, terminal velocity. So 6 pi eta r Vt is equal to V rho g minus V sigma g. Take V as common. Rho minus sigma g also common. 6 pi eta r Vt is equal to, here V is the volume of this spherical body, and you know that volume is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. So 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are pi cancel, 1 r from here. So 3 eta Vt is equal to 2 upon 3 r square g, or terminal velocity is equal to 2. This will become 3 3s are 9 r square, eta will come in denominator, rho minus sigma upon g. This is the value of terminal velocity, and you can see the value of this terminal velocity, it depends upon value of r. It means ki smaller the radius, smaller will be the terminal velocity, greater the radius, greater will be the terminal velocity. So this is the expression for terminal velocity. Okay. Now we can write its definition also. Here you can write, this is an expression for terminal velocity. Okay. As we forgot to write definition in the beginning, please write at last. Under applied force, the velocity of a body keeps on increasing with this viscous force also increases. Okay. A time comes when both the forces become equal and increase in velocity stops. And velocity becomes uniform. This velocity is known as terminal velocity. This is the definition. Okay. So now the last topic in case of velocity is Reynolds number. This is the last topic. So what is this Reynolds number? Okay. You know that if there is a pump और suppose एक नई कॉलोनी जो है वो डेवलप हुई है and you need 1000 liters of water for 1 hour daily. Okay. तो पंप से वाटर क्या किया जाएगा? पंप से वाटर को भेजा जाएगा and through pipe it will reach at your home. But suppose the number of quarters increases in that colony. अगर उस कॉलोनी में number of quarters जो है वो increase हो जा रहे हैं, it means consumption of the water, more consumption of the water will take place. अब आपको अगर 1000 चाहिए था तो you will need 2000 or 3000. Okay, there is one pipe and you know that when there is a flow of water, तो हम पहले क्या देते हैं? पंप के थ्रू उसको प्रेशर अप्लाई करेगा पंप और उस वाटर पाइप के थ्रू वाटर आप तक पहुंचेगा. 1000 उसकी कैपेसिटी है. ओके, बट इफ यू नीड 2000 तो व्हाट विल इंक्रीज? द वेलोसिटी विल इंक्रीज. उसी पाइप के थ्रू 2000 लीटर आना है और 1 आवर में ही आना है तो उसकी वेलोसिटी हम इंक्रीज कर देंगे. सपोज वी नीड 3000 4000, अगेन वी विल इंक्रीज द वेलोसिटी एंड अ टाइम कम्स और अ टाइम रीचेज कि उसकी कैपेसिटी आप वेलोसिटी इंक्रीज भी कर दे रहे हो तो एक टाइम आएगा कि द पाइप विल बर्स्ट, वो पाइप फट जाएगा. इसका मतलब है हमने उसको उसकी कैपेसिटी से ज्यादा वर्क कराया. Okay, and if you remember, if you have studied the streamline flow and turbulent flow, the pipe will burst in which case? When the flow becomes turbulent instead of streamline. That is why we are studying everything taking streamline flow. तो उसके लिए कैलकुलेशन की गई. इंजीनियर्स ने कैलकुलेशन की कि कैलकुलेशन करके इतना ही वाटर हमको फ्लो कराना है कि तब तक वाटर स्ट्रीमलाइन रहेगा एंड द पाइप विल नॉट बर्स्ट. ओके, सो कैलकुलेशन क्या की? फॉर एनी फ्लो रो V, that is velocity and diameter upon eta. कोई भी लिक्विड है फ्लो कर रहा है उसकी डेंसिटी हमको पता हो सकती है. वेलोसिटी, कितनी वेलोसिटी से वो फ्लो कर रहा है, द डायमीटर ऑफ द पाइप एज वेल एज द वेलोसिटी ऑफ द फ्लोइंग लिक्विड. इनकी कैलकुलेशन को करके एक नंबर निकाला and that number is known as Reynolds number. Okay. Now the question is that कि इस Reynolds number की value कितनी होगी so that the water, the flow is streamlined and the flow is turbulent, कि हमको किस तरीके से क्या चीज adjust करनी है. So with the help of this formula, they have calculated and they have set up the criteria. And what is that criteria? If the value of this Reynolds number is less than 1000, flow is streamlined. If the value of this Reynolds number is greater than 2000, flow becomes turbulent. And if it lies between 1000 and 2000, it is combination of both. Okay, तो हमारे लिए suitable क्या है? That is the less than 1000, so it is a streamline, but 1000 limit is very less. And if we need more and more supply of water, more and more supply of liquid, what we can do? And what engineers are doing? कि पाइप जो है, एक्स्ट्रा पाइप हम उसमें सेट कर देते हैं, दूसरी पाइप लगा दिया, और ज़्यादा की ज़रूरत है थर्ड पाइप लगा दिया, यानी हम नंबर ऑफ पाइप इंक्रीज करते जा रहे हैं और हमारी जो रिक्वायरमेंट है वो फुलफिल होती जा रही है. ओके, so this is Reynolds number with the help of which we can decide that the flow is streamlined, turbulent or it is a combination of both. और हम easily जितनी हमें ज़रूरत है number of pipes increase करके हम अपनी जो भी need है उसको fulfill कर सकते हैं. So in this video we have covered, just summarize it, we have covered the frictional force which act between the layers of the liquid, that is the viscous drag. Then this property of the liquid is known as viscosity. We have studied about the definition, unit, dimension of viscosity. Who has calculated the value of viscous force, and its law is known as Stokes' law. Then we have studied about the similarity, dissimilarity of frictional force in case of liquid and viscous force in case of fluid, and terminal velocity, definition, its expression, and last is about Reynolds number. Hope you will like the video. Thank you.